Hail to the chief, 'cause his brain is mostly roast beef. Hi, hi. Hey, welcome to an installment of the iAverage.com video blog where I ask, does anyone else see the word shut up when they see the SOTU for State of the Union abbreviation? Is it just me? Huh? All right. Tonight I'm taking on the President's State of the Union speech. Yeah, I'm wondering why too. Um, so basically, I just took a bunch of notes and wrote them down, and as they may sound as random and rambling as the president's ongoing rambling, minus the geriatric drool and Alzheimer mumbling. So I promised, yet, despite that you'll be as entertained as the world will be saved by President Biden's promises to save us from virtually every evil in the world, according to his speechwriters. If you don't want to watch this whole thing because it's a little long, just hit the like and subscribe now and skip to the end where I say hit like and subscribe again. Yeah, okay. So I couldn't help but notice that President Biden didn't start with the State of the Union is ... And good thing his handlers told him to, because it would not have worked at all. As President Biden praises the courage of the Ukrainian people, my mind goes to 2 weeks ago when the Ukrainian president publicly asked Biden to stop talking about the war as if it were destined and definitely going to happen. He was in negotiations with President Putin or whatever to prevent it. Oh, the way he praises the Ukrainian people is so weird, too. It's like he's taking credit for their bravery and strength. Ooh, Biden. Maybe I just misread that, but ooh, still. Then he speaks of the iron will of the Ukrainian people. Well, definitely something that's been drummed out of America. We are too divided. If we were invaded, Mexico, Canada, whatever, there would be a civil war as many of the population would help to fight with the invaders. Um, Trump's tax cuts benefited me. Company I was working for passed them on down. We got a couple of really big dollar checks that really helped out. So can it, Biden? 6 million jobs. No, you didn't create 6 million jobs. You brought them back. That's more like the truth. After you and your party encouraged all the governors and everyone to shut down, lose their jobs, businesses, dreams, hopes, financial good standing, and so forth. Then you started paying them to stay home. Okay, encouraging governors to pay them. So businesses, big and small, would continue to suffer and struggle. Then you lowered mandates slowly and said you were creating jobs. No, you're lying. Build Back Better sounds a lot like socialism. Government providing everything for you. Complete socialism. No mention what I'm going to pay for it. Then he mentions products for tribal communities. Really? From you, the most prejudiced president in the last 50 to 100 years? I'll believe it when I see it. Um, I hear him saying a lot about millions of these, thousands of those, roads, dollars, jobs, whatever, to be provided. Where is the money coming from? Where's the money coming from? Investing in America, you say, oh, you mean taxes, new taxes. All right, got it. Ah, Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams. Keep your false emotional appeal away from my family, away from my favorite family movie, bub. Yeah. Uh, did you just praise Florida? He just praised Florida, the state he condemned for dropping their last mask mandates early. um, Inflation is robbing us, President Biden. Inflation you caused by shutting down American businesses, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Lower costs, not your wages. He says that to employers. Lower costs, not your wages. Look, costs are costs, sir. People got to pay for services and materials because that's what they use to make their products. This sounds so empty promisey. The guy who drove companies overseas is now telling them to come back. Oh, then he has the royal nerve to talk about cutting the cost of prescription drugs. You mean like President Trump did? President Trump did that whole thing where he made it law so that insulin prices couldn't go above a certain level. And then bing, one of the first things Biden did when he came into office was undo that. And prices soared. How about you apologize when you say that? Um, yeah, happy birthday, Joshua. Poor diabetic kid. And forced to stand up for the corny, hypocritical appeal to the heart, since Biden's the one who caused insulin prices to spike for a year. This is a huge plan. Just everything he said. I mean, it's tons more government, tons more taxes, tons more laws and regulations. It's bigger than Obamacare. I highly doubt much of it will come to fruition at all without disappointing realities of higher taxes and more inflation. I mean, there's a big red wave coming in. All these Democrats are retiring. It's just going to, no, I don't think much of this is going to happen at all. Um, let's see. The answer is not to defund the police, it's to fund them. So another apology is needed. I mean, he's reversing his take on that again. Um, the Democrats were all about defunding the police during the riots. Come on. Let's see. High capacity magazines of 100 rounds. That's never been a legal problem anywhere. Who are you trying to appeal to? Um, I think maybe he's just comically referring to 30 round capacity mags to the art of exaggeration. And yes, these regulations do violate the Second Amendment. The deer wearing Kevlar vest dig? No, idiot, they're for home defense. If I had more bullets than the bad guy breaking into my house, I'm more likely to successfully protect my family and property. Um, did anyone else notice when he said these ideas don't infringe on the Second Amendment that the camera switched to a woman who mouthed, "Yes, they do"? That was great. Tobacco and guns, totally unrelated. That's an illogical emotional appeal. Stop it. Um, voting laws that subvert the entire election. Okay, this is where he's talking about red states passing laws so that only uh, legal citizens can vote. That's what the Constitution says. These red states are enforcing the Constitution, the one that you, Mr. President, swore that you would defend and uphold. But who cares? Disclose the act. Disclosure Act so Americans know who's funding our elections. Yeah, that'll never happen. Beat the opioid epidemic. Yeah, that'll never happen. Um, Now he's just going on about every evil known to man over thousands of years, making it sound like he's going to beat it. These programs might help a little bit, but look, you can't legislate evil, especially when it's running the government. Let's be honest. Hold social media accountable. Pfft. Social media is doing exactly what the Democratic Party wants it to do. It's stopping dissenting, opposing voices from oppressing, from expressing um, their counter Democratic Party notions. How about we just let free speech be free speech, as the First Amendment says, and the social media companies agree to when they're created? Um, Mr. President, if you insist that everyone gets mental health help that they need, does that include you retiring and stepping down? Hmm? Uh, End cancer as we know it? Oh, good grief. Everything causes cancer. Everything. Can you be more specific? I mean, my cancer is caused by the sun. Will you darken the sun or something? Oh, and how many times does he have to pound on the pulpit and coin the phrase, "now is the hour"? His voice shakes too much when he says it. It doesn't work. Look, this whole thing has just been a big blot of empty emotional appeals. How did I even make it through this whole thing? Uh, Turn every crisis into an opportunity. Yeah. Like Democrats turning the Antifa BLM crisis into opportunity. Like COVID was an opportunity to do mind control experiments on the masses. Um, like the crisis of Trump when he threatened the anti-constitutional and socialist ways. Uh, yeah. Sure, crisis and opportunity. You get it. The state of the union is strong because you, the American people, are strong. Ugh! Oh my hell! What blathering nonsense and emotional pandering, a bold-faced, sugar-faced, coated pile of crap. No wonder he saved it for last. I would have switched away along with 2/3 of the viewers if he'd started with that. Then he closes with more blathering pleasantries. See how I use blathering a lot? I don't know, it just works. Um, just blathering pleasantries to get the unthinking, uneducated, unaware, unattentive excited, although they don't realize he really didn't say or promise anything that's seriously achievable. Ah, well, tell you what, we're at the end of the speech, we're at the end of my rope, at the end of my script. Click like and subscribe. Pardon me. And go to my website, imfritz.com. Check out my store. I just uploaded some new dinosaur cartoons there. imfritz.com. Click on the dinosaur, click on the store button, or click on the me with all the merchandise around me, all around. That'll take you directly there. Make a purchase. Thank you for watching. Now let's brush all this meaningless platitudes aside. Go outside, be nice to each other, and don't forget to feed your turtle.